Welcome back to WagerTalk.com. This is the video you guys wait for. It's the video best bets. This is part one. We'll have a second video best bet. Check that out on another video. We're going to go with Bryan and Ralph's best bets. We're going to start with you, Ralph. You're going to the college, and you've got a blockbuster of a game for yours. Army and Buffalo. I know I'm going to be tuned to this one. What are you looking at here?
You know what? Would you rather watch an exciting game or cash a ticket?
I like cashing tickets.
Yeah, I agree. Now, you know what? Who would play against Army? They beat Temple as a 20-point underdog, went down to about 17. They crushed Rice at home. They score more points than they have since 1969 against UTEP. Well, that means I am. Army 3-0 for the first time since, I think, 1969. And this past week was a motivational packed week. I mean, they had a player who tragically passed away in a car accident. They go to UTEP, and they were completely motivated. No team is better than Army to handle that situation because of their upbringing and their backgrounds and their training with the military. So they handled that situation. Now they come home. They actually had to go to the funeral on Monday. The entire program went. They took almost 500 people to go to that. Now they travel for a second straight week. They travel for the third week in 4 times. By the way, this team was 1-25 on the road the last 6 years coming into this year. Prior to last week, they were 0-13 as a away favorite the last 20 years. A great program. Vegas has caught up with them. This line is over-adjusted by at least a touchdown. The other side of that, the reason it's inflated, well, Buffalo lost their opener week 1 to an FCS team, had a bye week, went out and got crushed against Nevada. I can give you a reason for that. Week 1, they were -4 turnovers. They actually had a 2-to-1 yardage edge in that game against Albany. They had a bye week. It's tough to get up after that bye week, go into the altitude in Nevada, have struggle against the run early, and that game just ballooned into them. Now we have a team in the second year of coaching staff with Leopold, who's from Wisconsin-Whitewater, a great coach. We have a team that last year played Bowling Green at home, which is better than this Army team, Northern Illinois at home, which was better than this Army team last year, and they didn't lose any game at home by more than 11 points. And heck, they even went to Penn State and I believe only lost by 13 points last year. So overreaction on Army on the positive side, overreaction to Buffalo on the negative side. Put them together, it's a best bet.
That's great stuff, Ralph. You've been doing well. What do you got going this week? Anything big?
You know what? I've had a 5% totals play each of the last 2 weeks. They both won. This upcoming week, there's a side game that will be my college football game of the month. It'll be part of that package. It'll be posted Friday by noon Eastern, and it's a game you don't want to miss.
All right, check that out for Ralph. And let's head to Bryan. You're going to go to the NFL. You're looking at the Cleveland Browns-Miami game. You got to be a Browns fan to watch that game.
Well, you know, it's funny because you and I have become friends. You know, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, big rivalry, but since we met here in Las Vegas, we've been friends. Ralph and I have been friends for 35 years, and you've brought in a lot of great handicappers to the site, and I'm really impressed by the people you brought in here. And Ralph, we'd all know about his past with Phil Steele and North Coast Sports and the Power Sweep, and but you know, having you guys around and being able to do this, it's like a dream. And for those with the inside jokes, they know what we're talking about. But yeah, we're taking a look here, and Cleveland's been funny because I read a lot of sports stories, and everybody's talking about Cleveland's going 0-16. Look at all the quarterbacks Cleveland has used. None of them are any good. They're going to get the first draft pick. The players are reading this stuff. In reality, take a look at the quarterbacks for Cleveland. Is Cody Kessler actually any worse than the guys they've had before? Miami's a team that we all know that you play double-digit underdogs in the NFL, long time profitable. You got a Miami team who, along with Jacksonville, are the 2 worst, maybe San Diego, the 3 worst home field advantages in the NFL. And you got a team that's 0-2. When was the last time you saw a team with virtually no home field advantage, an 0-2 team laying 10 points in the NFL? This is just a common sense thing. Every sharp I know is going to hold their nose and play Cleveland. It would not surprise me at all if this game goes right down to the wire. I like the Cleveland Browns.
All right, good stuff. You got anything big going this week?
Of course I do. As you know me, the Mac guy. Week 1, we cashed our Mac play, our Mac game of the week by 23 points. Week 2, cashed the MAC game of the week by 24 points. Last week, cashed the MAC game of the week by 44 points. This isn't winning by 44. This is cashing against the spread by 23, 24, 44. MAC game of the month going this week. You don't want to miss out on this one.
Guys bragging a little there with those point totals.
Pretty
Good
fun.
You know
job.
what? At least he didn't mention that a couple of those won outright.
Yeah.
All three, and that's the thing. All three went out.
Oh, I guess he is going to mention that.
Yeah,
Now
no,
that you
we can't let that go by. Yes, check out Bryan. He is the Big Mac specialist, both the conference and the burger. You know, yeah, it was coming. You can use that $10 coupon Buster10 this weekend. Pick up Bryan or Ralph's packages. Best way to go, guys. The weekend all access, $69. Get all of those plays through Monday, including those big 5% plays. And if you use that coupon, you'll save $10. We'll be back with more here at WagerTalk.com.